There's 4 million hectares of grass in the UK. A very small proportion of that is managed to the level that we're describing with Grassmanship. And what we're trying to do is encourage livestock farmers to focus more on grass as a crop.
With a cereal crop, you plant it, you look after it, and you can measure the yield at the end of the harvest. Grass, it's not quite as simple as that, and you have to take more consideration into what is happening through that process and how much yield you're getting from it. We can work that out, but it's not as black and white to the farmer to be able to see that.
Grassmanship is about managing the grass more effectively to increase productivity, therefore increase profitability. So looking at the start where grassland destruction to reseed for a new lay, weed control in that new lay, and then as that lay matures, making sure that you maintain the weed control program as you go through the mature pasture. Grassland destruction is probably the most important decision that you will make in terms of your grassland management. To make the decision, you've got a very high level of weed, grass species in there, a high level of other weeds such as docks and thistles. We're actually looking at making sure that you get the best start possible for your reseed. Reseeds are not cheap, you get it right first time. Glyphosate is historically the product that's been used for grassland destruction. Does a good job in destroying the grass, but not so good on the docks and thistles and the more difficult weeds that you control. So it's best to use a product that's going to give you the maximum kill on those more difficult weeds, and that's what you get with Kyleo.
In my experience in UK farms, many farmers will choose to sow clover along with their grass seed. Nufarm has the solution there, whether you're mixing clover in the mixture or not, for that new lay.
You should manage grass as you do any arable crop, so make sure the nutrition status is right, the pH status is right within the field. The application is very important in terms of the effectiveness of any pesticide application, especially with grassland herbicides. So I have the situation where it might be the right product at the right time, but not applied correctly. The application techniques that you use, making sure your sprayer's calibrated, making sure that everything is right, so literally treating it as a true crop. We have a product called Smart Grass, which is actually a grass growth promoter. It's not a fertiliser, it won't make bad grass good, but it will make good grass better. It's a gibberellic acid product which enhances the early season growth. So where farmers need grass early, which they all do, this time of year, late March, early April, they're probably running out of silage feed that they've had overwintered. The benefit of having new grass in their fields is very important to them, and that's where Smart Grass fits in.
Some of the more difficult weeds we have here in the UK are in grassland are docks, thistles, nettles, ragwort, chickweed.
The Nufarm ranges, that gives you good flexibility in terms of the product range that we have. They are British made. We have the factory at Wyke just outside Bradford. That is the global production site for Nufarm. Over 80% of the grassland in the UK is sprayed with phenoxies produced by Nufarm.
Part of the objective is really education. There are solutions available. You can get more out of your grass field than you are already getting, and many people do not realise the losses they're taking by not looking after grass properly. The trials package in the UK tend to fall under two scenarios. One is regulatory. That's all about trying to maintain the products we've got and bring new products to market in the future. And as part of the Grassmanship initiative, we're also looking closely at doing some application work with the application specialist, Tom Robinson.
Boom height is so important to getting a good result. The starting point there is to have a boom height that's based on the grass, and if the weeds are higher, it doesn't matter too much, because the way herbicides work, invariably they go up the plant rather than down, and it's important to get penetration into the bottom of the crop. And the other big benefit of keeping the boom low, which is really important, is that it reduces drift.
The work that we're doing with Tom Robinson, we're looking really to find out how we can get even more efficacy through the use of nozzles, boom height, and other application technologies such as water volumes, to really offer more information back to the farmer to get the best out of the products they're buying. So stewardship is clearly very important. Stewardship is all about essentially keeping pesticides out of water, and in doing that we can look at the work we're gaining through the application trials, water volumes. If we're maximising efficiency and efficacy, then we're minimising the amount of product going where it shouldn't be.
Application is a key element of product stewardship and also product efficacy, and attention to detail is what gets us the excellent results.
Our aspirations going forward for the Grassmanship initiative really would be if we can get farmers treating grass like they do their cereal crops or potato crops, then we'll feel like we've done a great job.